Hey there everyone, this is Liferick. Welcome back to my playthrough of Etrian Odyssey 2. Today we're going to do some beast-related quests and events. Value of Knowledge. Enter adventurer's name here. We're just going to call it what it is, because I don't feel like coming up with a name for an animal. Beast. Bam, we have a tiger. And his name is Tiger, and he shall forever be named Tiger to this day and forever. Okay. So we're going to turn in the quest we did yesterday, Pride of the Gunner. Give us a Soma. Guard said it was quite a beastie. We got vouched for. Passes one flying colors. Reward, you earned it. Get a Soma. And Somas are really useless now. Golden Shadow gives us a Bashjar. Grand Duchy, thank you very much. Gold Shadow, I'm certain I'd heard of a monster that could destroy an entire floating island, and maybe their eyes were playing tricks on them. Anyways, go onward. Yeah, Cass is gonna yell at me, but we're kinda used to it at this point. What else? While walking in the forest, you notice familiar shadow, stands up from picking up his twigs. You've returned. Are you here to grant my wishes? Nod, and he starts to fill the details of the request. You're kind of strange. My request is not hard. I only want to retrieve something. You may be glad to hear that I know exactly where it is, but there is a problem. Neither him or our kind can get to it, but the use of beast can get there. Northeast of the floor is a small passage, and once you have it delivered to the man at the bar, we'll be doing that soon enough. Alright, there was a lot of, cutting involved, and, you know what, I decided, well, I'm gonna scrap a lot of footage, but, it wasn't very eventful anyway, so if you're wondering what on the swirls on the bottom of the map are, then you're about to find out. This is another one of those trial and error puzzles, where you have to figure out exactly what type of team you need to bring in order to get past it all. It's not nearly as severe as the one back on the 17th floor, but, I still think it's a big deal. So, it requires a beast, a Landsknecht, and a protector front row. Well, it doesn't require them front row, but it requires them. And I don't know anybody who uses a LBP front row setup, especially since beasts and protectors do kind of the same thing. So it's kind of redundant to have two of them. One or the other should be okay. Well, I guess one of them's much better at doing one thing than the other is, but anyways, there's a metallic spider, a tall grass with bushes that need a beast to go through, then the metallic spider, a Landsknecht you need to get through, and then a protector to go through an arrow trap, much like the one on the first floor. So good times. And I'm gonna draw on the walls later, but just note that I decided to bring Linda here too, because I decided nobody should have to see the red screen flashing 10 million times as we walk across the landscape. So now that we have those out of the way, looks like we're in another spiral. That's pretty great. I've been seeing those a lot recently, so now you get to see exactly what I was doing. So yeah, this is pretty much what I was doing where I cut off. Is just me walking, trying to think of something to talk about, but to no avail. Thankfully, I think this should be the end of the spirals, and at the end of this spiral should hopefully be our prize. If our prize isn't at the end of this, I'm gonna feel sad, because honestly, I've never been here before, and now I remember why. It's because I didn't use Beast. 3 treasure chests, probably one for Protector, one for Beast, and one for Landsknecht. It would not surprise me at the least, but the Landsknecht drop better be good, otherwise I'm going to be sad. Alright, box number 1 has a Wind Claw. That sounds like a Beast item. Well, our Beast is completely defenseless. Wrong one, here we go. There, now he has a weapon that he's never going to use. And moving over. A Batissa. Why? That's so inferior, and I had that a long time ago. Why are you giving... This sword is a piece of shit. Okay, next, and finally, a Body Apis, which is supposed to be for our protector, but is probably going on Gandra. So, this is also something we, unlocked just, 10 minutes ago when we were selling stuff, so, not too mad about that. We did get a free one, so not too mad about it, I guess. But overall, a very inferior shortcut. I'm going to draw the rest of these walls in later, because, frankly, I can't do it now. Let us get out of here using a warp wire. these beautiful, beautiful war chimes that are going to help get Tiger through this without running into a single fight. Using war chimes, you don't have to fight anything, which is amazing, so, you know, bring war chimes. And if you came here before you activated the 20th floor pole, I don't think you can. Well, you can, but I don't see why you would, but if you did, you can just do a magnetic pole up there, and it'll pretty much be the same thing. But then again, the walk from this geomagnetic field to this shortcut is very short anyway, so why bother? Okay, so the shortcut we are looking for should be here? No, it's going to be up here. There. Small passage near your feet. Seems to be made just for animals to use. You roar in excitement and squeeze into the passage, because you're only using a beast. Oh, the game has a small bit of wit to it. Okay, let's move on. Okay, well, as long as we don't have to deal with FOE control, I think we'll be fine. It looks like this was just made just to fill in map space, so this is no big deal. And I think with the ward chime, we'll be able to go all the way down this long passageway to reach the mushroom at the other end, which is why we came here. Shock. Terror. Wow. There is an encounter right here, I think, but it's not bad. And really, people who say, I'm pretty sure I've like read this places, but make sure you bring a strong beast to come here. It's like, no, you don't need any. A level 1 beast can make it here just fine. Just bring like 2 or 3 ward chimes and walk. Oh my god, this is so hard. The encounter rate here is pretty much nil with the ward chimes up. You might have run into like one fight maybe if you didn't have the ward chime, but I'm pretty sure even without the ward chime you wouldn't run into a fight in here. So it's like, why? You don't need it. Alright. Down, black mushroom growing, just as the strange man said. You sniff the mushroom and leap at its horrible stench. You don't know what it's used for, but it doesn't seem tasty. You'd rather eat monster meats. Gagging at the smell, you manage to get the mushroom into the bag. You have obtained everything. You give a proud roar before leaving the area. This also inferred that our tiger is actually capable of using hands to carry baggage. That is quite wonderful. It's a good thing that our beast knows how to do that. Okay, so let's get out of here, get another warp wire, and actually I think we just turn this quest in. Awesome. Which leaves dinner for 1. Ancient lore. What was ancient lore? Guess I was the War Magi one. Alright, let's go grab the War Magus that's called Malquire, that's just kind of sitting in here, and get that quest done with. Hemeo, okay. Freebie Hemeo, nothing could be wrong with that. Waiting spooked me, blah 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 blah. Okay, Ook, okay, whatever. You kind of settling a bet, Law and Order. Okay, we got these 6 quests left. Okay, Source of Reflecting Winds. It's like you jump at that one, it's another job from Citizen Trading. One of the alchemists nearby has some ties to the shop and wants to try an experiment. You keep finding new stuff deeper in the labyrinth, and it keeps the craftsman happy, so he wants you to do your routine again and find some more materials. Head to Citizen Trading for details. The young miss will fill you in as always. Take care, okay. And I think I'll take the Diviner's Tools. Running at the word ultimate, running Old Geezer, lady in the guild. He said he'd show you where to find the ultimate gun as a way of showing his things, but doesn't know exactly where it is, except it's somewhere in the labyrinth. But apparently the lady is good at divination, and said she'll try her hand at finding it. I know exploring the labyrinth would be much easier if you had the ultimate gun, so if you want to get your hands on it, finish the job. The lady needs a small bone, a spinal fin, and 100 shell to pinpoint its location. We have to kill some FOEs! Fun times! Except I already sold the spinal fin, so, Well, okay, so those are FOE drops. That's actually not going to be a problem. And then we have Law and Order. Found the thief. I alerted the guards, but this... Okay. I met that thief from before, the one we met in the 3rd stratum. Got word of a flute that controls monsters. You're not his only victims, but they've seen the guard corps. Been tricked twice already. This is your fight. The bastards on the 17th floor. Go pay him a visit. Alright, this is shoveling quest number 6. Hello, you're going to help us again. Thank you so much. Let's see, you have another collection quest. Have you heard of affinities? My father told me about it. Apparently you can give weapons and armor special properties. If you use alchemy on raw materials, the finished product will have an affinity. Then you can become stronger or faster just by equipping it. Isn't that neat? Oh, I'm sorry, I get so excited. Well, they did this in the third game, but didn't mean to ramble about that. One of the alchemists who works with the equipment wants to try a new technique. She needs raw material from the labyrinth, and we hope you could help us out again. She needs 1 hazard bud, 1 malachite. That's right. Somewhere in the Four-Eyed Forest. Find all of them both somewhere called the Four-Eyed Forest. Good luck. Oh, in case you need help finding the hazard bulb, we need to kill one of those guys instantly. Climax can get that done for us. Okay, so we're not going to be able to do that one, or dinner for one for that matter, until we start actually working on that floor. So that means we have 2 quests we can do at the moment. And that would be not the Sorcery Reflecting Lens, but Law and Order and a Diviner's Tools. Alright, so FOE murder and not FOE murders. So let's go over here and we're going to deal with the thief first, and then we're going to focus on going on an FOE killing spree, because I'm already good at going on FOE killing sprees. It's one of the best things, that's one of the things I'm good at, man. Let's go up here. The thief should appear like the moment we touch on this floor, so. And 3 and 2 and 1. This is him right here, lone guard, pierced in the nearby thicket. Your eyes have been trained by now to spot his abnormal movements. Before your weapons are fully unsheathed, the imposter jumps again, grin on his face. Can't fool you 3 times. Thief pulls out a slender object and puts it to his lips. The monster flute. High-pitched tone causes a cacophony, of monster shrieks from all sides. If you run, I'll spare you. I'm on schedule. I need to get to town. Can't be. Now the magnitude of the villain's horrifying plots. He intends to use these monsters to attack the guard. According to Cass, the guard corpse should be here, but no, there's not a moment to waste. You ready to yourself for battle, knowing that you must dispose of all the monster of all the enclosed monster. I think it said whatever. You mustn't relax for an instant while the monsters under control have been slain. And monsters appear in 3, 2, 1. Okay, well that's a lot of monsters. Hopefully they are super easy. Oh, these are gonna be super easy. So, this strategy seems familiar. I think I may have used it before. I can't quite put my finger on it when I used it, but I'm pretty sure I've been using it for quite a while now. It's a simple strategy. You see, all I do is use regular attacks and Evil Eye Suicide, and somehow the monster magically dies in 2 turns. I don't know why, but it seems rather effective, and I think I'm going to be using that on all of them. So I'm going to see you guys in a little bit. And I died in the last one, but now we can just kill the monster even faster by swinging Viper, Tornado, Revenge, and Snipe at it, and possibly kill it in 1 turn. That should do it. 516 damage, yeah, pretty respectable. Somehow it's not dead yet. Okay, and I only had like some odd 60 HP left, so that. Finish off the last of the monsters, you spot the thief attempting to escape and flee. You give chase, but suddenly you hear a human scream, followed by a beastly roar. It seems there was still a monster or 2 left that the flute lured in, and in his haste to escape, the thief lost control, meeting his end at their claws and fangs. The quest is complete! Oh, that was so anticlimactic. And it's time to return and get your reward. That is amazing. Heal Eric up. Let's get those get an Amrita on Linda, because she's going to have to heal some more than likely. And let's go kill some FOEs, shall we? Okay, we need a small bone, 100 shell, and small bone, 100 shell. Trying to figure out which one I'm missing here. Spinal Fin. So, that's FOE here, FOE on 17th, FOE on 18th. But it did not drop the 100 shell. That's problematic. So, okay, so let's try to kill this one, try to get its shell. I think we're gonna use the same strategy, except the, except without the dampen, really. Just, everyone spam attacks and climax the next turn should work. He should be down enough for that to work. Well, we stunned him, not that that's going to do much. Other than stop his movement next turn. Wow. He's already almost dead. Now I don't feel like wasting Climax TP to kill him. I will anyway. Alright. 100 shell, okay. Catch up to it. Like so, and we get a preemptive on it. Since we can't hotshot it naturally, but that is pretty much how you preemptive it. Okay, now we do a very simple step-by-step process to whittle this guy's health down, and by simple I mean very complicated and complex. Since this guy has more health than anything, and it's stronger than anything, so we need to really pull out the big guns to kill it. It's essentially going to be exist like the first time I killed it, except with less jump cutting. Just to kind of show you guys what happened during the first time I fought this guy. Oh man, see? Now with Dampen up, his HP should start going down a lot faster. Attempt for Evil Eye Suicide, because Anna's HP is not down, and Ricochet. 122, 278, 182, Roar is going to try to terrify some people, terrify Anna. He's not terrified back. Jason doing as much damage as he can. Seriously, we just have to whittle this guy down to half health and then we're good. 250, 164, he's been stunned, that's beautiful. How's his HP? He is in climax range, we can now relax. There we go. And he gave us the Spinal Fin right away, so I don't have to fight more of him. Level 5 Scavenge doing its duty. Now let's go fight the last thing we need to. But it's okay. Flygord, preemptive, attack, 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 because you're, well, War Cry, and Dampen, and Ricochet, or Volt Shot, because Ricochet is going to go before everything else does. Gandra's the only one that could have attacked, really. Dampen. Okay, and now with his health down, we can really just tear into him by doing this, and Evil Eye, and Ricochet. Whoop, Ricochet. Now he's taking a lot more damage. Was not terrified. He's gonna start mass binding. It's fine, he's allowed. As long as it wasn't Eric's... Oh, no, he died anyway. We didn't even need to do that, and we got the small bone, and... Objective complete. Let's go warp wire out of here and get some prizes, shall we? Then we can end off the episode. Go over here, Stickleback Bar. Welcome to the Stickleback Bar. How may I help you? Turning in Law and Order. Gives us an Amrita 2. That's pretty beautiful. Yes, heard so much already, it's hard to believe the bastard really had it in mind. I owe you my thanks. You did quite well. A lot of people will be praising Zarian these days. He wasn't a Lagardian, he was just some foreigner posing as an explorer. Turns out the man was so notorious that he's wanted in 4 separate countries. Wow. I know the Grand Duchy is awfully grateful that you were able to bring him in. I don't know if it was worth all the work you did, but it's a little bonus. Ha! Here's your reward with a little something extra from the Grand Duchy. Thanks again. Amrita 2, you're welcome. Diviner's Tools. Small bone, 100 shell, and that Spinal Fin. We didn't sell the 100 shell for ourselves yet, though, so But that was anticlimactic, and the last ones left to be taken, we're gonna take next time, which is, well, this one. We're gonna take this one next time when we start exploration of the 20th floor. Thank you for watching. This is another quest shovel episode, but, you know, those have to happen sometimes, so thank you for watching. Gonna see you guys next time. Bye.